Hello. I haven't done one of these reaction, quote unquote, review videos in a while, and I wouldn't be showing my face like last time I've done something like this. I don't feel like it. Anyways, my brother here asked me, or told me that I should totally do a review of his latest video of. Sorry, I just been eating a bunch of potato chips. Can you beat Sonic Adventure 2 with no upgrades? I'm going to say I'm trying to think of every scenario. I was going to say yes at first because thinking of what about like Knuckles with like the iron boxes, or I mean not just Knuckles, but there's like sometimes you need to break an iron box to get to another room, or and you need like the flame ring and you need upgrades to break those boxes. So I was thinking, well, I mean if you just no clip it, then sure maybe, but then I remembered the digging parts. There once you gotta dig. So I'm gonna think no. Unless you can find a way for an emerald to never spawn underground, then the answer is no. You have to have at least some upgrades. Anyways, let's go.
In Sonic Adventure 2, in every stage, you collect upgrades to help make the stage easier and quote-unquote beatable. Well, today, we're gonna see if we can beat the game using no upgrades whatsoever. Well, we've already run into a problem. Tails and Knuckles stages are impossible to beat.
Okay, like I just mentioned, I was thinking Knuckles, but I kind of thinking Tails as well. But so if that's the case, then no, it's not possible. There, case closed. All right, video's done. Bye. Okay.
Knuckles stages are impossible to beat. And let me tell you why. You need the boosters to get past Mission Street already in Tails at this area right here in Mission Street. And it's a shame because the booster is required in almost every Tails stage besides Prison Lane.
That's what I was thinking, that boosters thing.
Knuckles has kind of a different story though. You actually don't need to use the digging claws at any point, but you still need to pick them up along the way because without picking them up, an emerald always spawns in the ground, and when you do pick up the upgrade, you can actually keep dying after getting the second emerald, so a third one spawns above ground.
Okay, that would make sense. I was also thinking of that, but wasn't sure.
Kind of confusing how that works, but I hope that makes sense to you. I will also not be covering Eggman and Rouge stages, as these characters have nearly identical upgrades to Tails and Knuckles. But maybe in a future video I'll cover the stages that are possible to beat without upgrades or something like that, but for now, we're just going to focus on our main speedy boys, Sonic and Shadow.
Is this all your gameplay, Daws?
These characters actually stand a chance for the no upgrade run. Consider liking and subscribing, as we're almost at 200 subscribers, and it would make my day if we could hit that. Enjoy.
I'm already subscribed. Yeah, screw it. There, gave you a like.
Enjoy the video.
Now like all my content, Daws. Comment, rate, subscribe, tell a friend, whatever.
Start off with City Escape, which carries the Magic Glove upgrade, which is thankfully not required to collect at any point in the game, so we can complete the stage with ease. Metal Harbor is where we actually run into a small challenge. See, you need the light speed shoes in order to get past this line of rings right here.
Before you say anything, after I have it paused, can you use the super jump? It's the spin where you spin dash and jump.
Or instead, we could just get on the top of this roof thing and spin dash right across to the other platform.
Yeah, pretty much what I...
But that's not all the challenges we face, because we need to get past this line
Close
of rings
to what I
here as
suggested.
well. I saw a platform on the far left that I
whatever.
could actually jump to with a spin dash that was timed well. I did fail a couple of times until I forgot about... Yeah, I felt a little bit dumb, but thankfully that's all the challenge.
I never knew that was there. All my years of playing this game, I grew up on this game. My cousin and I, we would play the Child Garden like so much that the memory card overloaded, whatever. It's too much memory. There wasn't enough space. I never knew that was there.
Challenges we run into here, and we can move on to Green Forest. Green Forest doesn't have any complications whatsoever, surprisingly enough. You don't need the light shoes or anything. You can get the Ancient Light here, which is not required whatsoever, which makes the stage totally beatable with no upgrades. I thought we were actually going to have a lot of complications with Pyramid Cave, but it turns out quite the opposite happened. Yet again, we don't require any upgrades here, not even the bounce bracelet. You're supposed to get it in the stage, but you don't even need it for like 90% of it. And when you do quote unquote need it, you can find a very easy way to get around it.
Yeah, easy for you.
Pyramid Cave was a total joke. Crazy Gadget is where we actually do run into some pretty big complications here. We can progress throughout the stage normally until we reach the point where these iron boxes are blocking our way. There's no way around this that I could find, unfortunately. Are we really stuck? Is the run over?
Well, considering there's still about 4 minutes left in the video, I would say no.
Well, if you know anything about speedrunning, you would know that that's incorrect. While the game wants us to get the flame ring to be able to break these iron boxes here, we're going to say no, as Sonic says upgrades are
No good.
no good. We need to actually go back a bit in the stage, where we can get to the area where we pull these 3 switches. We actually switched the left one here. We need to make our way down to this little ledge right here, where we can make a super long spin dash to the other side.
Ooh.
Where Sonic is using the force in a very strange way. We make our way over to this artificial chaos, where we need to clip onto this little piece of ledge right here.
Oh, yeah,
Spin
sure.
dash,
Yep, no
hit the
clipping.
big boy, and
Nope.
make our way to the next and final part of this skip. This is the most difficult part of this skip. Sonic is going to go zoom here for a little bit. The next thing that we need to do is spin dash into this little area right here, where Sonic can clip out of bounds and into space. Finally, all we
no
have to
clipping.
do is time this correctly and angle ourselves properly. Doing this works as Sonic's gravity is flipped, which is good for us because he won't get hit in a kill plane in this specific area. And the goal ring is really close to us from here, and we can complete
Nice.
Crazy Gadget without any upgrades.
I'm just thinking. Okay, I know you did skip a stage.
Final Rush is the final Sonic
felt like
stage
for a
in this
second.
challenge, and we make it through okay for the most part, until we reach this area right here, where we need to use the bounce bracelet. But obviously we don't have that here. I was thinking of a solution for this when I thought of going up on the roof here and jumping around. This was a little bit tricky as there was an invisible wall, but it was still doable. After a few attempts, I managed to get past the wall and into the little rail area.
Nice.
Funny enough, most platforms are one-sided, so you can clip through a lot of floors from underneath or overhead with ease. The final challenge of the last Sonic stage was not the easiest. This was the only part in the run where I actually had to Google what I had to do. We come across one more area where you need to use the bounce bracelet to break these boxes. So I tried the same thing as I did with the previous area, except the wall was way bigger, making it impossible to get past the wall.
You'd think maybe it'd be the same for both. Okay, I guess not.
After all this time, we got so close, and now it's over? No. Thanks to Ninputs, I was able to find a way around this with a Final Rush speedrun video. What we need to do is get on
Who the hell's Ninputs?
a little rail here and spin dash all the way underneath the platform and going through it. Remember how I said most platforms are one-sided? Yeah, that goes for this one too. After completing Final Rush, I can confidently say that it is possible to beat Sonic stages without any upgrades.
Your title's a bit misleading there, Daws. It says, can you beat Sonic Adventure 2 with no upgrades? That would imply Tails and Knuckles, Eggman, yes. Rouge's story line, whatever. You just mentioned, is it possible to beat Sonic?
But it wasn't the easiest. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, shadow stages are total jokes for this challenge. Radical Highway has an optional upgrade, which makes for a beatable stage. The only real challenge that we actually come across is in White Jungle, where you quote unquote need the Lightspeed shoes to get past this part. Well, they made it super easy with this bounce pad here, so we can get past this area with total ease. And we don't need the Lightspeed shoes for anything else in the stage. Oh yeah, and Skyrail is a total joke too. You get another optional upgrade here, which is the Ancient Light, and you don't need to use the Lightspeed shoes at any point, which makes for a beatable stage. Our final stage, final chase is, well, can you guess it? A total joke too. No speed shoes needed, optional upgrade. Can you guess it? A total joke too. No speed shoes needed.
I'll be honest, I misheard you. when you say no speed shoes needed, I thought you said no bitches needed. Like, okay.
Optional upgrade being Mystic Melody. I guess part of the reason why this challenge for Shadow is so easy is because he only had 4 stages. To most cases, that sucks because he has the least amount of stages in the whole game. But it's a blessing for this challenge because we don't have to worry about nearly as many obstacles. So I suppose this answers your question. Yes, it is possible to beat Sonic Adventure 2 without upgrades. However, only for the 2 speed characters. Like I said, I will consider making a future video going back and seeing what I can and can't do with the other characters for this kind of challenge. If you enjoyed this video, subscribing and liking would help out a lot, as I decided to sacrifice my own sleep to edit this video at 2 in the morning. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
You better like and subscribe and follow me on Twitch and all that, because I'm sacrificing my sleep in, yes.